Hi, good evening. I'm Luis Velasquez, MD, and now we're doing the mission of a new episode of Alive, and the title is, or the theme that we're going to talk is telemedicine. Okay, this is a meeting here in this Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, a way that you can enjoy it, and we're going to talk about a lot of things about health and for med student, nurse, and general public, all the people that want to see these videos. Okay, I'm a doctor, I'm a Venezuelan doctor, 11 years with a medical practice, and I have 5 years here in Ecuador. Okay, so telemedicine is a way that you can make your medical practice and a distance of the patient. Okay, the patient is in another place, and you based on technology to make the diagnosis and the treatment to the patient according to that diagnosis. And of course, that have a lot of limitations and is danger and to not danger is it you have to be subconscious. The doctor have to be subconscious. In sorry for my bad English. In the moment that you can apply this technique or way to make um, medicine. Okay, so it's not easy right now in 2020 the technology is really increased to get in a level in a point that you can make telemedicine a really uh, okay. The Facebook is not we're not active. Okay, good evening. I'm Luis Velasquez, MD, and we're gonna make the mission of a new video of Health Life. Um, Sorry for my bad English, and we're gonna talk today about tonight about telemedicine. Okay, and telemedicine is a technique that we use, the doctors use to see and evaluate a patient, make the evaluation of a patient in a distance, in a different point, a different space that the doctor is in this moment. Okay, so have a lot of limitation, but right now in this year with the technology that it have been so advanced to that you can try to make this practice. And when the COVID uh, that show to the world that it's a technique that can be used in some cases. Okay, for example, you can touch the abdomen of a patient um, with this technique. Okay, or you can to hear the lungs uh, of the patient, the respiration, all the noises with the telemedicine. Probably right now in this moment there is science making the all the experiment all the experiments to carry to that point. But right now you can do it. Okay, so have a lot of limitation. You have to be so cautious. If you're a patient, you're a doctor. Sorry, you can be so. You have to be so cautious to use this technique or this way to make. For example, here in this medical office, we use a lot of telemedicine to make the second consultation of the patient. The first one is here, and physic you can see the patient. Uh, Live in person to person in the same place, and you have the traditional evaluation of the patient. And the second, when the patient have the results of the exams or the X-ray or anything that you can that you have, um, you observe to the patient that have to do in of with her body. You can have the results for the telephone. Okay, and it's a way of telemedicine because the patient is distant to you, and you know the case. You know, you make the diagnosis. You see the patient in the same point directly, and You can have the you can see the results, without the necessity that the patient go to the medical office, but uh, through the cell phone. Okay, and that's so sorry for my English again. I'm trying to perfectionate it, like I always say, and step by step, I think that is something that I can do. Okay, and you can make a sequence of the case thanks to the telemedicine. Okay, and it's so dependent that depend too much of the advances of the technology. Okay, I remember in the year 2014, my person in Venezuela found a system. Okay, legally found a system that named Medicon Screen. Okay, and that was the idea. Okay, but in that year in Venezuela have a lot of troubles, economic troubles, political trouble, and the technology don't have that point to the people look good that technique. Okay, and with the COVID-19, that showed to the world that is an alternative to see patient. It better have a lot of limitation, and I think that all depend of the conscious of the doctor, the professional, him professionalism to have to be to make the patient, because some case you can do it and another case not. A lot of case you have to touch to the patient, if feel pain, or you have to see the eye directly. Sometimes when we make the the minor surgery that we give in the medical office, this doctor office, the patient send me picture of the wart, or the mole, and in the picture it seems really big, a big lesion is the way that, sorry for my English. When they comes to the day that we are gonna do the process, the surgery, and it seems it's really small. That happened a lot of times, and it's something funny. Okay, but that's a limitation. Sometimes the camera shows something different. A lot of camera. I don't know. Probably you have seen this that I'm gonna tell you. The people see yellow. Okay, that's a thing that happen with the problems in the liver. Okay. Um, and if you're a doctor and you assume the person is yellow, you can think that have a trouble in the liver, but not. Okay, and have a lot of limitation this technology, but with the pass of the time of the years and the technology gonna advance, and I think that it's gonna grow up this technique. Okay, and this is a way that we have here in this medical office to see the patient, and it's really worked for us. Okay, and you are invited to to tell me if you have a case that you wish to um, be evaluated through this technique. Okay, that I repeat have a lot of limitation, but we can make it work. Okay, and that depends of the case, the kind of case. Okay, so important. For example, all a lot of pathologies that really are a surgery emergency, you can obviously see, but through this kind of consultation, you can tell to the patient, hey, you have to run to emergency room to get a medical attention in your country, or something close, or come if you're here in Guayaquil. But There's a lot of cases that you can see these patients without a problem, and that's so good in some cases that the patient can get out of the home, like the pandemic. Um, and in other cases, okay, that the patient can come here for any cause, any for any cause, and it worked really good. Okay, and the technology led that it works very good in a lot of cases, and that's something so good for the humanity and medical practice too. Okay, you can tell me, and for any case, if you want to see or have a patient that you think can be seen through this technique. Okay, I'm Luis Velasquez, MD. We are in Consultorios Médicos en Latinoamericana here in Guayaquil, in Ecuador, and we are to your disposal to you. We are in your service. If you need us, you can tell us to any kind of this way to consultation or any other doubt. Okay. See you later. Goodbye. Say goodbye to our friends here in YouTube.